Hey everybody, it's your girl, Charlotte Van Horn, Black Expats in Panama, walking and talking with you, baby. I said I just want to get on here real quick and say good morning. Good morning to you. What is it? I think it's Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. So let me remind you that tomorrow we have the BEIP B2B network. It's at Global Hotel, 54 East Restaurant. Some cookie today. I don't like this. The BEIP B2B at Global Hotel, and it's Giovanna Bernal is going to join us. It starts at 6:30, and of course we should have time to do our regular introductions and chit chat and whatever. But Giovanna is going to talk to us about this DGI system, and it's I don't know what it stands for exactly. But it's like the digital invoices that you receive or may be required to send here in Panama. This topic will be, I think, most helpful to business owners, but I think it is helpful to residents as well, just to understand how things work, because there'll be times when you get these invoices or when you should be getting them. And just make sure that we understand this legal process that is happens in Panama, especially for the businesses. Then, of course, there's always the networking. There's always the fellowshipping. That's always great. So I'll see y'all tomorrow at 6:30 at the Global Hotel. Wednesday, every second Wednesday, is the BEIP B2B. Next Wednesday, July 15th, is BEIP Welcome Wednesday. So I'll see you over at the Emotions restaurant, sushi restaurant, or at the Hilton. Be on the restaurant side. Great food. Chef's going to make us something special as usual that you can choose from. But let's meet over there next Wednesday. Welcome Wednesday is for everybody. Whether you're passing through, been here forever, you're local, you was born here, if you just, got here, just moved in, please, this is the time when you come. There's no cost to any of these things. We just ask that you support the venue and never bring your own stuff. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But in addition to that, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody who attended the BEIP 50th tour celebration. OMG. It was so good, y'all. It was so good. We had the saxophonist, Antonio Pansax, and he had his steel drum with him. And so while people was arriving from 6:30 to 7:30, we had that. And then we had, of course, testimony and sharing. And I'm so happy because so many people feedback was like, oh my God, this was so wonderful. And what they really liked was your stories. So keep telling your stories. Keep telling your stories about how, you've made this courageous leap to become a Panamanian resident or wherever you are, okay? Because, again, I think we should have visa portfolios. So this is for whoever, wherever. And then, of course, we had great food, great fellowship. We had little dance breaks. Pro Folk Panama, they have been performing and sharing their cultural dances with our farewell dinners for years. I was asking the Ometis, the owner, how long have we been together? And I have to check, but it could be 4 years that they have been doing this. And I'd like to get together in class and do with them to learn some folklore dances. But just amazing group, never late, never late, always there. I can always count on them. And now, everybody enjoyed the baby, Little man, oh my goodness, you got to see him. You got to see some of the videos. It's his mother that be dancing, and his mother and father own business. And boy, I tell you, the way he dances, by the time he get to be 5 years old, he gonna be a show enough pro, okay? So he's super cute. That was a joy. Then we did, we got out, we danced, we did a boots on the ground break, and then we went back to talking. I was blessed with flowers and a cake from a few of the Black expats in Panama, and I just want to give a shout out to Teresa, Celeste, Courtney, and of course my girl Norma for putting that together. It was such a blessing. You know, this here event was like it was like a gift to the community, really, because basically we took donations. That's all. The $25 or $30 if you were a non-BEIP tour guest did not nowhere nearly cover what you got that night. But guess what? It is about community. It is about allowing people the opportunity to say yes without having to feel any pain for it, okay? And when I tell you, y'all showed up deep. We had almost 100 people in attendance that night. And then the other thing was, so I've been wanting to make like cards, like something to make you an official BEIP member, and to be, oh goodness gracious alive, sheesh, goodness gracious. So anyway, something, and in order to be an official BEIP member, you have to have been on a tour. I mean, you could be BEIP family, but to be an official card-carrying BEIP members, it has to be people that have gone through the whole tour, not just a Cologne day or a welcome dinner or something like that, but have gone through the whole tour. And so for the first time, for the 50th tour commemoration, we did cards. And we gave out cards to everyone who had been on a BEIP tour and came to the event. We made big cards for them to take photos with, so look forward to seeing all of them, all of those photos, guys. It was very special. And I was talking to Dr. Duncan the other day, and you know, he was saying how people come into his office, and even the people who haven't been on the tour, you know, are people who have been affected by BEIP. And it's such an amazing and wonderful thing to hear. You know, and then he also said that BEIP allows people to be a part of something, you know, and I believe that. And as we go on from day to day, God gives me more clarity and definition about the things that we're doing, about our mission. You know, our mission is to let as many people as possible, Black people in particular, from the United States, to see what it's like to explore other options, to as far as living, to also, you know, open your mind up for when it comes to your vacationing. Vacation differently. You know, try to combine it. Like, go on a vacation to a place that you would maybe consider for relocation, and then fit something in that tour or that vacation that gives you a little bit more insight as far as what it's like to live in a place like that. Because you don't know. A lot of people don't really know how much they'd like to be here in Panama until they come on a tour and they get this information and they see these, you know, places, and they meet people who have already been on the tour, and then, you know, come back and live. And so it's a beautiful thing. It's absolutely a beautiful thing. So with that said, I just wanted to say good morning. Still on high from the amazing time. Thank you for everyone who showed the love And as always, we are here to help you settle into a new community and a new environment. And I've been talking to also realizing the ecosystem and just the way things go with BEIP, and always seeking God to find out what my role is in this, okay? And to make sure that I stay in the lane and in the purpose that He has for me. Ain't nobody else purpose got nothing to do with me. No. Okay? But I was thinking about it, and this is kind of how it goes. So you find us on YouTube, amazing, because it's not like we have 1 million subscribers or get 1 million views, but I'm telling you, YouTube is our most effective marketing when it comes to meeting people who actually come here and come on the tour. Amazing. Shout out to YouTube. But anyway, you find us, do a little research, you come on the tour, you get these Zoom calls before the tour that helps you to have a soft introduction pretty much to the people who you are going to be on this tour with, okay? So then you feel a little bit more comfortable, you feel a little bit more comfortable about coming, and you start getting more excited. A lot of times people that come on our tour, they come by themselves. A lot of times people that come on our tour have never been on a group tour, you understand? So they don't really know what to expect. So the Zoom calls, the soft introductions and everything like that really help to kind of ease their mind. So then they come on the tour, they meet these amazing people that are going to be their BEIP Tour number family, right? Number whatever family. We create a chat, and they become part of that and introduce themselves. And so by the time they get here, it's like they already almost kind of little bit know each other. We have our dinner. We go through our days of cultural immersion, relocation, information, and experience. And then they meet other Black expats who are living here. I'm very grateful for Black expats who continue to keep coming on that Cologne Day. And you do get a discount when you come a second time. There are people who have come 4 or 5 times. I ain't even lying. But I love it because it adds to the value of the tour group, because they get to meet and mingle with more Black expats who are living here and get that firsthand information, right? So then there's that. Then they go back home, they stay connected with their BEIP Tour group members. People come back on the chat and say, hey, I'm here getting my residency, and we all get to celebrate and cheer for them. Next thing you know, somebody living here, so you're living here, you're brand new, it's like, okay, so I know these few people in the chat, but not all of them or not most of them are here yet. But I met some people on Cologne Day. I'm going to go to the Welcome Wednesday, and it's a safe space to meet people. I'm going to go to the cafe and conversation, again, a safe space to meet people. And I get to at least try to speak some Spanish in a safe environment where we just going to have fun with it, okay? And then you have BEIP B2B, which BEIP B2B is not just for people who do business, but it also lets you know who is doing business. So if you want to support members who are doing business, the BEIP B2B is the place to go. So you start coming to those events, and you start making organic connections one at a time, right? And next thing you know, you got your own posse, all right? So you don't have to wait for second Wednesday, third Wednesday, or fourth Sunday to do something because you got your own posse. Y'all are deciding what you want to do, when you want to do it, and you're enjoying this transition of together. It's like you start to create your village within the village. Then y'all, then you say, okay, I ain't going to Charlottesville. I ain't going to Welcome Wednesday. I'm not going to listen. That's fine, because I'm here until you don't need me to be here anymore. And those events that we do is completely community service on behalf of from BEIP. I understand that BEIP is a business, absolutely, and there are many aspects of this relationship that are absolutely business. But a big part of BEIP also is communication and family, okay? And so this is part of continuing to build the family. Oh, I'm sorry, lo siento. And so this is a big part of continuing to build the family here and get people confident. Then next thing you know, you bring in your family members. Listen, the sky is the limit, y'all. And I'm just so happy to be a part of your journey. And that's kind of how it goes. You create your own system. And then somebody has said to me, they said, community is in our DNA. Yes, it is. Community is in our DNA. And I think that's why we thrive here. I think that so many of us in the United States, we ain't even got time for community. The hustle, the bustle, the stress, all of that is kind of takes away from your opportunity to just be, to just really spend time, getting to know people, developing and maintaining relationships. And, the other thing about being here is that don't nobody care what you do. It's not about, I know I try so hard to get this lipstick off, but, stay on all day. But getting it off at night can be a bit much. But anyway, what I want to say, too, is that when you come to Panama, leave your titles behind. If you come into the BEIP B2B and you're still working, or you want to, provide assistance or share your expertise, then yeah, sure, come on, let us know. You're a doctor, a lawyer, a candlestick maker, whatever. Okay, but as, hi, my name is David, I'm an attorney. Nobody don't care. Nobody don't care, honestly. Never seen anything like it. We just don't care. And at the end of the day, it's not about your title. And the conversation is not about what you do. The conversation is more about, how did you get here? What is your story? That part. So just remember that when you come, because I don't want people to kind of shun you. Or, if there are people that do that, then that's probably your group. But for the most part, what I see is Black expats in Panama, people that move here through Black expats in Panama. That's not how we lead. Okay, it's not. That's not how we lead. And the other thing I want to say about Black expats in Panama as a whole, not the business, is we live with Panamanians. So, a lot of people come in, they say, where do the Black people live? The Black people live wherever they want to live. Okay, that part. We live wherever we want to live. And a lot of us, we're not seeking isolated expat communities. We're not seeking that. We are seeking to be a part of the community, not a part from the community. And that makes me very proud. And when I talk to Panamanians, they receive us well. And for the most part, they are good with us being here. I always like to remind people that we're visitors, so make sure you bring in value. Make sure you bring in value. Make sure you're supporting the locals and engaging and respecting the culture. Because just think about it. If somebody come into your house, you expect them to respect your house rules. I'll never forget one time I was living with my boyfriend's mother. Young girl I was, maybe about 20. And we was in between apartments. And we stayed there. And let me tell you something. Baby, I scraped that butter along the top because I like to thin the butter out. I like to chop the butter and make, if it's cold, and break up your bread and all that. So I kind of like make it like kind of smooth and do it from the top. She said, damn it, if you don't stop scraping my butter on the top, you cut butter, she told me. And it was like a, even though I was a young person at that time, I'm like, okay, bet. I mean, it's your house and it's your butter, and if that's how you want it and that's how you do it, that's how I'm going to respect it. Okay, so it was just something I always remembered, even as a young person. So remember, when we're here in Panama, whether you're a permanent resident or not, we are guests. We are country guests. Okay? Listen, I'm about to go in here and grab up a few things and head on back before it gets too hot. But I just want to say good morning and let you know that I woke up today and every day with a grateful heart, but especially today. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who supports and believes in us and prays for us and shares how Black expats in Panama have helped you on your journey. Just have no idea. If y'all haven't seen our mini documentary, of which I am the executive producer, check it out. It's called Chariot, Charriet. Okay? And that's Charlotte and Harriet together. So check it out. You can learn more about how we started Black Expats in Panama, and just like where we are. It was recorded in March of 2025, and it was released publicly for the first time in March of 2026, and then super publicly on May 10th, my 62nd birthday. So listen, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I will see y'all tomorrow at the BEIP B2B Network Meetup.